All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are continuing our accuracy series with the Garmin R10. So like I've said in my previous two videos, we've done the Garmin R10 with the Garmin Golf app. We've done the Garmin R10 with the E6 Connect app. And we've done those versus my GC2 and the Foresight Play software. So today we're going to do kind of our last video in this little series. We've got the Garmin R10 connected to my iPad, and we're actually going to be utilizing the Awesome Golf range. And basically comparing it to the Foresight, just like we've done in the previous videos. Like I've said before, each kind of application or software has a different algorithm, so the data that comes out of the launch monitor, we want to see which application is actually going to be closest and most accurate for you to use with the Garmin launch monitor. All right, and so like those videos before, what we're going to do is we're going to hit 6 shots with each club, pitch and wedge 7-iron driver. We're going to do 3 shots with my Vice Pro Plus ball and 3 shots with the Titleist RCT ball. So we'll kind of run through those shots pretty quickly. You'll be able to see basically the shot shapes between the different ranges in live view, and then at the end we'll do a spreadsheet kind of comparison of all of the data just to see, exactly how accurate it is. Now both devices are set to sea level, and then also the setup is the same, the simulator today. So we're 15 feet laser measured from the Garmin to the impact screen, and then from the Garmin to our hitting location is 7 feet. And then from our hitting location, which is the red T, to the impact screen, it's laser measured at 8 feet. So we've got that same 8 feet of ball flight. All right, so we're going to get started with pitch and wedge. Here's the first shot and the first 3 shots with the Vice Pro Plus ball. All right, so that was our first 3 shots with the pitching wedge with the Vice Pro Plus ball. Now we're switching out to the RCT ball. I will say, just quickly looking, I think all those shot shapes were pretty accurate between both devices, and I really like the graphical interface that Awesome Golf uses, especially for driving range. It's just one of the best tools I think out there. All right, so let's do a quick review of the data. Overall, the data looked really good. We got a lot of green here. The one shot I will point out is that third shot we hit with the Vice Pro Plus ball. This is kind of why it's key to basically use the RCT ball with the Garmin R10 and get an actual measured spin number as opposed to a calculated one. Because you can see with this third shot with the Pro Plus ball, we were way off on spin measured, and it was way lower than the GC2. So that ended up with us getting a much higher carry number and a yellow metric there for carry on that shot. And the only other thing that I would point out here is on the second shot with the RCT ball, we got a yellow metric for ball speed difference. And honestly, I didn't notice until after reviewing the data that the Awesome Golf simple display in the driving range was only giving a whole number and not a decimal place number. So it's very possible that could have been a 98 point something, and then that would have actually made it close enough to where that metric could have been green. But overall, I mean, with the pitching wedge, we got a 4.08 average score on all shots for the Vice Pro Plus ball, and then a 4.83 out of 5 on the RCT ball, which possibly could have been a 5 out of 5 if we got a decimal point on that ball speed measurement. All right, so that's our 6 shots with a pitching wedge. We've switched out clubs to the 7-iron, and now we're going to go back to the Vice Pro Plus ball and hit 3 shots with it real quick. All right, so that's our 3 with the regular ball for the 7-iron. Now we're going to switch to the RCT ball. All right, same thing here with the 7-iron. Still pretty much about the same amount of green and yellow, and then the one red. And I will point out that first shot with the Vice Pro Plus ball. Kind of the same thing we saw with the pitching wedge. The spin number was way off, so the carry number was way off. So that was kind of our poorest shot in this data set. And then again in the RCT ball set, the first 2 shots there, the ball speed number was off by a little over a mile an hour. But again, we only got a whole number from the Awesome Golf software. So it's very possible that could have been, something with a decimal point that would have made that closer. And even those categories green as well. And overall, a real good job on average shot accuracy score. We got a 4.25 on the Vice Pro Plus ball, and then we got a 4.67 out of 5 on the RCT ball with the 7-iron. All right, so that's our 6 shots with a 7-iron. Now we're going to switch over to driver and go back to the Vice Pro Plus ball. So far, still no issues. Both devices seem to be picking up shots correctly. Yeah, so still overall impressed with the Garmin. It's picking up every shot, so we'll see once we get to higher ball speeds with the driver with this minimum 8 foot of ball flight distance if it has any issues with it. All right, so there's our 3 shots with the regular Vice Pro Plus ball. Now we're going to switch out to the Titleist RCT ball and hit 3. So far, I think those first 3, it looked like it did a pretty good job. So. All right, so that's going to do it for our driver shots for the day. Did hit a little extra one there at the very end. Hit a really bad one low off the face just to kind of see how that would pick it up. And it looks like, I mean, as far as the ball flight, I think it picked it up about the same. I would say on both. It just looked like it went a little bit further in the Foresight than it did on the Awesome Golf software. All right, and then as to be expected with the driver, we're getting elevated ball speeds here, and we also are hitting at the minimum ball flight distance for the Garmin R10, which is 8 feet of ball flight. So I expect a little bit more red. And so, yeah, we've got basically 3 shots, 2 with the Vice Pro Plus and 1 with the RCT that registered red and spin. And then the other 3 shots with the RCT did a great job with spin. Outside of that last shot that I hit with the RCT ball. But overall with the driver, we got a 3.58 shot score average on the Vice Pro Plus ball, and a 381 out of 5 on the RCT ball on those 4 shots. All right, so now we're going to take a look at the data and kind of see how close we actually got on all of these shots. All right, real quick, this is kind of the third video in this series, so we've kind of tested the accuracy of the most kind of common apps you're going to use with the Garmin R10. So we started with the Garmin Golf app in the first video, and then the most recent video before this one, we did the E6 Connect software, and then obviously in this one we did Awesome Golf. It seems like we got better each time. I will say the number that you really mostly want to pay attention to here is going to be the RCT averages, just because that is going to be the recommended ball that you're going to want to use with the device to get that measured spin number. And you know, the more measured metrics that we can get out of the device is just better data out, and then is better data into the algorithms here. It's going to provide us with more accurate data. So paying attention to the RCT ball number, average on all shots with the Garmin Golf app, it had a 3.61. We stepped up quite a bit when we moved the E6 Connect to the 4.22, but then we even bested that with this data from this video with the Awesome Golf at 4.44 average score with the RCT ball on all clubs out of a 5. So overall, after doing this test and this comparison, I do think that you're going to get a better experience, a more accurate experience, and a better practice experience for sure in using the Awesome Golf software. So if you haven't used that with your Garmin R10 yet, I highly recommend it. They do offer you a 14-day trial, so you can test it out just to kind of see if it's any different than what you're currently using now. All right, I want to thank you guys for watching the video today. If you found this information and the video helpful, please make sure to give the video a like. We're going to continue doing content like this on the channel, so if you do like this kind of content in the golf simulation space, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Y'all have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.